Do any of these best-selling mid-range it bags live up to their status, or is it all just hype? Well, we're about to find out. I purchased some of the hottest mid-range designer handbags on social media and put them to the test. Are they really worth the price? I'm going to be sharing my brutally honest thoughts, pros and cons, so that you don't waste your money. And if you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Sophia, and this is my channel where we talk about everyday beauty and accessible luxury style. I am a self-funded handbag addict who's been collecting both high-end luxury and mid-range handbags for over a decade, so I cannot wait to spill the tea on these bestsellers. Let's get into it. If you are a Coach fan like me, then you're probably familiar with the craze that was and still is the Coach Empire bag. First released in fall of 2024, this bag offered a relatively affordable price point compared to other luxury styles like the Rome Argo that have been very, very popular over the past year. And as much as I can admire the beauty and the quality of the Coach Empire bag, it is just too big for me. I have no use for that bag. I don't need to be carrying around that much stuff with me day to day. So when I saw that Coach was coming out with a smaller, cute East-West version, I just knew I had to jump on this. This is actually the first Coach bag that has really turned my head in quite a while. The Coach Carryall 34 features a skinny East-West silhouette that is very, very popular right now with a comfortable 9-inch drop shoulder strap. Coming in at $450, this bag definitely isn't cheap, but it is a great mid-range alternative to some of the very viral luxury options. We have the Alaïa Latecal, there's the Prada East-West Carryall, there's the Miu Miu one. Literally every single luxury brand is launching this silhouette, but they usually retail for like $2,000 to $3,000 a piece. This bag right here is made of beautiful, soft tumbled leather, what we would expect from Coach, except this has also been glazed to give it this beautiful shine, not as much as like a patent leather bag, but just a little bit to give it some edge. It also has some buckles on the side, very, very Coach. You got the metal feet on the bottom to protect the base. Very nice, good quality, secure zipper. And then also on the inside, you have kind of like a little key clip. Now, this is the first sort of East-West bag that I've purchased. And I know it's a little bit more of a trendy silhouette, but I have to be honest, I think that this is a very beautiful and also very functional bag. It's super scratch resistant. And I don't feel like I have to baby this bag when I'm out and about. Like I can just kind of toss it around, put it on a table, take it around with me, and I'm not worried about it getting, you know, scratched or stained or color transfer or anything like that. So I think the glazing added a really beautiful but also functional touch. You also can fit a lot in this bag. I know it is the smaller size of the Empire bag, but the Empire bags are so big. So if you're a little bit more petite like me, or you don't need to carry around, you know, a laptop or something like that, but you still want to fit all of your essentials, this is going to be great. You can fit any pair of sunglasses, even if you have that big bulky case, you know, long continental wallet, maybe even like a bottle of water in there. The straps as well, very sturdy, very comfortable. This sort of long strap. It's trendy, but it's a trend that's actually functional because it's comfortable. It can fit over any shoulder. Even if you have like a big chunky sweater or a really thick coat, you're gonna be able to fit this on your shoulder and have it feel like a true shoulder bag as opposed to like an awkward armpit bag. And you know, throughout this quiet luxury era that we're in, I still like a logo, I still like a little monogram here and there, but if you're not that kind of person, if you don't want any kind of in-your-face branding, I think this bag is really great for that because all you have is the little Coach emblem really small right here. I think that's why a lot of people like the Empire line because the quality and beauty of the silhouette and the leather can really stand out on its own without any of the branding and whatnot. Now, what are some cons of this bag? And I say that in air quotes because it really just depends on your personal preference, but I'm gonna call them out here just so you're aware and just so you don't waste your money. The first one, which I've kind of touched upon already, is the fact that this silhouette is very much a trendy silhouette. I haven't really seen bags quite like this be popular within the past decade. Sure, we've seen shoulder bags trending for a couple of years now, and I don't necessarily think that this style is gonna go away anytime soon, but will this be a style that is trendy, you know, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? I'm not really sure, so if that bothers you, maybe this isn't the right bag for you. Personally, I don't really care. I still have my Coach bag from high school that I wear. I think it still looks cute. Maybe some people think it looks dated, but it doesn't bother me. And actually, comment down below and let me know, do you still have a Coach bag from like forever ago, like my high school bag? I know a lot of you guys do, so comment down below, let me know which Coach bag do you still have in your collection because I feel like that would be really fun to read. If you are concerned about this, I would recommend checking out the Coach Rogue bag, which I have displayed right behind me. This one I purchased 8 years ago in New York City, and even though this bag is 8 years old, I don't think it looks out of style at all. Like a really cute structured tote bag like this never goes out of style. Now this style is a little bit more expensive just because of the type of leather and all the hardware. There's a lot more going on with this bag, but maybe you would consider investing just a little bit more in the bag to kind of go for a more timeless shape, if that makes sense. The Tabby is also a bag from Coach that, while it's only been around for a couple of years, it's quickly become a classic for the brand. And so if you're worried about the trendiness factor, the Tabby is also a really great option. The other potential con that I want to mention, and again, you might not care about this at all, is that while you're getting a lot of durability out of this glazed leather, and while this bag I think is really great quality, I don't think you get the same luxurious experience out of this leather as you do with the smooth Coach glove tan leather. Like, this is the OG leather from Coach. This is what the brand was built off of. If you want something that's a little bit more iconic, you might want to think about getting a bag that comes with this smooth leather, because this bag right here is 8 years old and it just gets a beautiful character. It gets softer, it gets a little bit shinier. It's not as scratch resistant, but I feel like that's part of the character of the bag. It really becomes your own. I feel like this bag, it does a great job duping like a $2,000 Alaya bag, whereas this bag right here, some of the ones from Coach that are just a little bit more expensive, this does a good job duping like a Loewe bag or a Bottega bag. That's the experience that I get from this. This bag feels a lot more expensive than it is, but again, it really just depends on your lifestyle and also the budget that you want to invest into a Coach bag. Oh, and by the way, I think I forgot to mention this. I will link all of these bags in the description box down below, along with the specific sizes and colors that I'm showing you in this video. If you find this video helpful, shopping through my links is a really great way to support my channel. So all the details for these bags are going to be down in the description box. And if you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you are new here, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. I upload new videos every single week, all about everyday beauty and accessible luxury. I love helping my viewers find products within their budget that make them feel luxurious every single day. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content just like this. Next up, we have the best-selling bag from mid-range favorite POLENE, which is the Cyme tote. And just in case you missed it, I already posted a full video here on my channel reviewing almost every single bag at POLENE. I did visit their boutique in New York City. I tried on, inspected, and tested out all of the bags there and did kind of like a mini reviews video. So definitely check that out if you want to hear my first impressions about all of their styles. But spoiler alert, I did buy one bag, and the one that I decided to pick up is this one right here, the large Cyme tote. And in case you've never seen any of my handbag videos before, I just want to mention that I am not a tote bag type of person. Like, I've never really been drawn to that silhouette. I also work from home, so I don't really need, you know, like a traditional laptop work bag, but there was just something about the beautiful kind of organic sculptural shape of this tote that really drew me to it. I think it is very aesthetically pleasing. And you know, I think that's why this bag is so popular, because a lot of us are looking for something that is functional, but also a little bit different and stylish and versatile. A lot of us want something that we can use, you know, for work, that fits a laptop, but we also don't want to look like we're bringing a briefcase out to drinks after work or Pilates the next day or brunch. It can be a little bit cumbersome to keep switching your stuff out of all of your bags. So I feel like the Cyme bag really fulfills that type of need. And with that, let's do a quick rundown of the pros and cons of the POLENE Cyme tote. Starting off with the pros. As I already mentioned, it's a really cute bag. It's a beautiful shape. A lot of the POLENE bags, they look very organic and sculptural. They are very much inspired by nature. When I look at this bag, it definitely looks like a POLENE bag. It doesn't have any flashy logos or whatever, but it stands out with its beautiful sculptural shape. It's also very durable. They used a coated leather here, so it's going to be extremely scratch resistant. I was surprised that I mentioned this in the other video at how kind of soft and smooshy this leather is, I thought this bag was gonna feel really stiff and plasticky, and I don't feel like it feels that way at all. It has a nice little, like I said, smooshiness to it. Now, I also wanna talk about some of the versatility that comes with using this bag. You do have 2 sets of straps. The first set are gonna be for shoulder carry. This is essential with a tote, in my opinion, because it's gonna get pretty heavy, so you gotta put it up on the shoulder. You also have the shorter set of straps to carry it in your hand. So I think that's a nice touch. You know, you could put this on the crook of your arm, you could do a little top handle situation. I thought that all these straps was gonna be very annoying, but because the leather is quite flexible, I don't find that they're kind of like poking out and annoying me most of the time. You also can style this bag a couple of different ways when it comes to the closure. So there's these little magnets on the side of the bag, as you can see right here, and you can wear those tucked in for more of like a compact look. That's my favorite way to wear it. You also can pop them out for more of like a wide carry winged look. And then there's a third way, which I didn't even know about, and the lovely sales associate at the boutique showed me. There are these little strings on the side of the bag. You can see right here. You basically can cross those and hook them onto these little metal nodules on each side. You can hook them on and then close everything up, and you get this very ultra compact type of shape. And I think that this is the type of shape that is best if you're going to be carrying this bag on like a metro, the subway system, if you're going through crowds. As beautiful as this bag is, and as much as I enjoy wearing it and it works for my lifestyle, I do think that this bag is a little bit overhyped, and I will explain. I'm going to share a couple of cons, or at least considerations, that I think you should have if you are interested in this bag. The first thing is that I know it is a larger size, like it's a large tote bag, but it doesn't actually fit all that much. Now, I work from home, okay? I don't really need a traditional work bag, but I used to work in an office for over a decade, okay? And comment down below and let me know if you were this girl as well. But when I went to work, I brought a lot of stuff with me. Like, I had my laptop, my chargers, I had my makeup, I had tampons, I had a fully packed lunch, and I also used to teach Zumba after work back in the day. So I had a full Zumba outfit plus the Zumba shoes all in my bag. At that point, I had a backpack. Like, that was the best thing for me. So if I were still a like working office girl at this point, I don't know if this would be the bag for me. I totally wouldn't be able to fit all that stuff inside. But if all you need is like a laptop and a couple of folders and like your essentials and all that kind of stuff, I think you're good. You know, you could throw in a snack in there as well, but it's not the biggest bag in the world. Also, it does fit a laptop no matter how you wear it, even in like the ultra compact way, but to an extent, right? Because it has this really beautiful sculptural shape, this base of the bag, this is not wide enough for a laptop. It doesn't have a completely flat bottom. So when you put the laptop in, the laptop is hitting like right around here. Who knows? Over time, I haven't had this bag long enough in putting laptop in it to really know. So comment down below if this has happened to you. Over time, you might get like a little bit of like a bump or a dent right where you consistently put the laptop. So if you're somebody that really wants it to lay flat, just know it's not going to do that in this bag. Also, this bag doesn't stand up by itself. If you were to put this right down, it's going to flop right over. Furthermore, while you can wear this multiple ways, this is the easiest way to wear it if you want to be able to access your items easily enough. Making the sides come out like this, it doesn't increase the size of the bag all that much, to be honest with you. And if you do the little crisscrossy compact method, that's great if you're like gonna hop on the subway and you're not gonna get anything out of your bag and you just need it to be closed. But if you're gonna be reaching in and out of your bag constantly, you might just wanna go with a tote bag that has a zipper or snaps or something so that everything is secure, but you don't have to like do it up every time you're in a crowd. Does that make sense? Comment down below and let me know if you have this bag. I feel like most people just carry it like this. All of that being said, I still think this is a really beautiful bag. It definitely suits my lifestyle, but I'm not completely sold on the POLENE Cyme tote being a true workhorse bag if you're somebody that really has to carry a lot of things with you throughout the day, and if you need to get in and out of your bag really easily while also having it be very secure. Next up, we have the very popular Demellier Vancouver bag. This brand has just blown up in my social media Musia over the past year or so. Maybe it's just because I'm obsessed with handbags, but I've been dying to try some of their bestsellers. So I picked this one up. I think it was in their Black Friday sale. So I have had it for a couple of months now. And man, have I put this bag through the ringer. I recently took this one on a trip with me to New York City. It was freezing cold. I had this over my coat. I took it like literally everywhere, guys. So I really have gotten some amazing wear out of this, and I want to share my experience. But first, let's talk about some of the design details. Now, this is definitely their bestseller, and I can totally see why, because this is a little bit more of a classic, timeless silhouette. It very much reminds me of my beloved Celine classic box bag. I will show you a comparison just so you can see sort of the difference in size. The silhouette is almost the same size, but the Demellier Vancouver bag has a much slimmer profile, so you can't fit as much in, but I do feel like it has a slightly more, you know, elegant look when you wear it crossbody. And unlike a lot of bags where they just toss on a crossbody and call it functional, to me, this is a true crossbody bag. It looks so chic crossbody, over a dress, over a coat, with a sweater, like literally every season. This is a very easy and functional bag to style. Unlike my Celine bags, this is actually a lot easier to convert into a shoulder bag because it's just threaded through the loops right here. So you just pull and it turns into a shoulder carry, which I think looks so cute and chic. I will be honest, when I first got this bag, I wasn't super impressed by the leather. I don't know, it just felt like a little bit stiff to me. We didn't know each other yet, okay? Because as I used this bag, I actually really came to appreciate the leather. It is soft, but it's not so soft where it's just gonna scratch super easily, because when I ordered this, I was thinking to myself, it's kind of like that smooth box leather. Is it gonna scratch up and look awful after a month? But as you can see, I mean, take a look at mine, guys. This has survived several months of not being babied, and I don't see a single scratch on this. I think it looks really, really good. And as I've used it, it has softened up a little bit. It has gotten a little bit of its own character. So I feel like the leather is really beautiful, but I also like that it is carefree as well. So it's a beautiful bag. It's versatile. The leather is very durable. What are the cons of this bag? And I want to start off by saying that this is just my experience. I personally did experience a couple of quality issues. The first thing that I noticed when I unboxed this bag, on the strap, there is a popped stitch. That did not come from me. That was there when I opened the bag. I also noticed there's like some pretty heavy creasing on certain parts of this strap as well. This was creasing that I wouldn't expect to see on a new bag. The other issue that I had, I will insert some photos here so you can see it really up close. I noticed that the glazing was peeling off the bag. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. It was kind of, yeah, just like gently peeling, and not on just one part where maybe it was like rubbing against my body, but in a lot of areas. And I was like, oh my goodness, what gives? So I reached out to their customer service, and first things first, they offered to completely replace this bag. They also said if I just wanted to replace the strap, they would replace the strap. So I think that's good. Like, customer service gets an A+, but they also said that the issue with the peeling is probably because they put a primer on before they like glaze the edges, and they told me to, you know, wipe it off with like a soft microfiber cloth and it should be good. So I did that and it did fix the issue. I'm just giving you the information so you can make the decision for yourself. I don't think that this is a poor quality bag, and in fact, I do believe them. I think it was just an issue with like that primer coming off. But do I think that should happen with a bag that you're paying a couple of $100s for? No, like, it wasn't a good look. It's not a good look for Demellier, and hopefully I am just the exception. I am really impressed by this bag. It's just I had a little bit of a hiccup with the peeling and with like the issues with the strap. So those are my thoughts for the Vancouver bag, but we are not done with Demellier London, because I also bought their other bestseller, which is the New York bag. Whenever I'm on social media, if I search for Demellier London, it's always the Vancouver bag and the New York bag. Now, I decided to get the smaller one, which is called the Midi size. And unlike being sort of like a larger tote, like for work or whatever, this is more of a traditional purse size. It is very roomy though, as you can see. Like, you can fit a ton in this bag, but you're not going to be able to fit like a laptop, for example. Just to get it out of the way, I want to start off by saying that I really do admire the quality of this bag, the construction, the handles feel really nice, the suede is super soft, it has a nice structure to it. I also think that the hardware is absolutely gorgeous. This little belt has no function, like you don't need to open up the little belt to open up the bag. It's just beautiful, okay? But what I want to communicate here is that the New York bag, specifically in the Midi size, for me this is more of like a weekend bag. This is like an outfit bag that you wear to look cute. I don't think that this is going to be like a ride or die. If it gets too heavy, you can't put this over the shoulder. This is like I'm wearing a cute outfit and I'm holding this in the crook of my arm type of bag. And that's always how I see it styled on Instagram. Okay, you are waiting outside for your table in Brooklyn. You're waiting to eat your overpriced shakshuka. You've got your sunnies on. You've got a pair of cute jeans. You have a chunky sweater. This is on the crook of your arm and you are sipping a $9 lavender latte. You're a little bit hungover, but you are pulling it together with this bag. That's what this bag is for, okay? It's a cute outfit. It's a cute type of look, but I think you're gonna struggle a little if you think this is gonna be your everyday bag, because once again, it's more of like a top handle situation or the crook of the arm. And you might be thinking to yourself,
wait a second, Sophia, that bag comes with a crossbody strap.
yes, it does, but do you really want to wear this bag crossbody? Guys, not only do I think it looks kind of silly because of the shape of the bag, but it also doesn't really make a lot of sense because they put the crossbody hooks here on the inside of the wings. So when you wear a crossbody, it inevitably pulls back like one of the wings, whichever one is on, you know, the side that it's on. And you can already see right here, this one is pushed back a little bit. If you wear this bag crossbody every single time, it's going to start to get a little bit misshapen, and I just don't like that. And while I personally don't have any use for it, I do think that the larger size of the New York tote is probably the way to go for most people. I kind of feel like they designed the larger one more thoughtfully, and then they made this smaller version for people like me who like smaller bags. That one you can fit over the shoulder. That makes a lot more sense. So it looks like a really cool, edgy, elegant, large tote, but a little bit different, again, because you have these cool design details. I love all of these bags. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Those are the cons that I see with this particular bag. I think the larger size is definitely the way to go. And finally, we have here the Songmont Luna Bag, which really intrigued me for its versatility, and also it is incredibly aesthetically pleasing. As you can see, this is another one of those half moon shaped bags that we've seen a lot over the past year or two, and this bag is so thoughtfully designed. You can wear this bag in a couple of different ways. It basically converts into different types of bags. Let me explain. So first off, you can wear it just like this, which is my favorite way of wearing it, just kind of like over the shoulder, on the crook of the arm, little top handle situation. You can also attach a crossbody strap, so it can become a crossbody bag. And unlike the Demellier New York bag, I actually think that this silhouette makes sense as a crossbody bag. It looks very natural, kind of just draped, you know, across the hip of your body. But that's not it, okay? You're like, oh, whoop-de-doo, it can become a crossbody. No, my friend, that's not it. You also can turn this baby into a little clutch. So you could take off the handle strap, you hook the little two hardware pieces on the edges together, and it becomes this very cute and precious little, I call it a dumpling bag, a little dumpling shape. Kind of reminds me of my Fendi Fendigraphy bag, which I use all the time for going out to dinner, except this one is just a little bit larger. And then the fourth way that you can wear it, which is a little bit more I guess, avant-garde is you can feed the leather strap as a loop, kind of like through the dumpling shape, and you have kind of like a little handle to your dumpling bag. I really like the way that you can convert this into different styles. I think especially nowadays, we are looking for quality, we're looking for value, and we're looking for versatility. If you can only, afford or budget to buy one bag, you might want to be able to wear it in a couple of different ways. It's also worth noting that this is the cheapest bag that I'm talking about in this video today. This is $350. I know that's not nothing, but I think that is a great price for this bag. I actually recommend this bag over the Numero D from POLENE. That's one of their other bestsellers. Again, watch that video if you want to know why. And Tanner Leatherstein, who is very well known here on the YouTube platform for taking apart leather bags and doing very in-depth review on leather quality and construction. If I'm not mistaken, he put this in his top 5 or top 10 bags that he reviewed last year. He said that this leather is very good quality, and I would have to agree. It's super soft. I love this kind of natural grain. I still feel like it's decently scratch resistant. In terms of the cons, there's a couple things that I want to mention. The first thing is how you open the bag. So basically it's like 2 flaps overlapping each other with a magnet. It's very secure, but I don't know. I think that this might annoy some people who would prefer a zipper. So I think that's something to call out. Also, because this leather is a little bit softer, it might be a little bit more prone to color transfer. I went with the ivory and I haven't had any issues so far, but who knows? All right, summer is coming. It's gonna be a little bit more hot, a little bit more humid. I probably will not wear this crossbody with a pair of dark denim jeans. That's just me. So you might wanna go for one of the deeper colors if you are concerned about that. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention, which is similar to the color transfer, is that because this leather is a little bit softer and it's not coated, you just want to watch out for, I would say, corner wear, but this bag doesn't have any corners. It has a fully leather edging, there's no glazing or anything on this to kind of, when it's bumping up against things, it's gonna be bumping up against this type of leather. But again, it's just something to think about. You might want to get a deeper color. Let me know in the comments down below what mid-range handbag is on your wish list. And if you like this video, please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, or better yet, go watch another video. Up next, we have the 5 most underrated mid-range handbag brands to shop this year. I'll see you there.